Hello, beautiful. Welcome to the Prosperous Womb and to day 3 of our journey, our wisdom journey through the book of Proverbs. It just so happens to be Advent and it's day 3 of Advent, so it's all working out perfectly as we dive today into chapter 3 of the book of Proverbs. In chapter 1, we talked about the importance, how important it is for us to get wisdom. In chapter 2, we talked about how to get wisdom. And chapter 3 is just chunky, full, delicious, yummy of all the benefits, the value, the gifts that we basically get when we seek God's wisdom. Okay? So let us dive right into chapter 3. But before we do that, I want to invite you to consider the intentions we set for this journey, at least mine, and then whatever intentions you've set for your journey over the next 31 days in your business, your life, your relationships, wherever. We need wisdom anywhere in our lives. So first, we're here to remember who we are in Christ, know our identity. 2, our assignment, what we're here to do, and to step fully into that assignment. 3, to connect to the heartbeat of our mission and the work we're here to do in the world and who we're here to play with and how and why we're playing with them. And 4, to use the gifts, midwife the gifts God has given us as part of our mission, part of our identity and our assignment, and create a potent body of work that stands the test of time, a meaningful coaching business, create the life that is worth living for us and for all those who God has put in our space to be blessed with the gifts He has given to us. Okay? So let's go right into the benefits. I remember in college getting my first credit card, and it said I had the option of getting frequent flyer miles, points, or cash back. And I remember thinking, wow, these are amazing benefits. What do I choose? Frequent flyer miles, cash back? What is it? And every time I read Proverbs 3, I remember my Sunday school teacher always saying to me, these are all the benefits, the free gifts you get back because you seek God's wisdom. And as I look at chapter 3, all I see are options. I get miles, I get points, I get cash back, I get love, I get peace, I get understanding, I get happiness, I get length of days, I get riches and honor, I get pleasantness, I get peace, I get the tree of life. So much. So let's go right in and see. When we seek God, we don't have to choose between points, points, miles, or cash back. We get it all in every single area of our lives, and not just for profit explosion in our business. But chapter 3 is God's high ticket profit explosion system. When you seek wisdom first, profit, love, joy, everything comes with that. Okay? So let's start with verse 1. My son, forget not my law. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. For length of days in long life and peace shall they add to thee. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them around thy neck, so that you will find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man. That is chapter 3, verses 1 through 4, where God is basically telling us that when we focus, Solomon is writing and telling us what benefits we get from God. When we focus on wisdom, we get long life and we get quality of that life. Who among us doesn't want long life? But not just long life, quality of that life, to do more good in the world, to sow more into the work of God's kingdom, to be a bigger blessing in the world, not just for the world, an impact, but for ourselves, those we love, those close to us, our family, our friends, to make a difference. When we focus on God's mercy and truth, we find favor and good understanding in the sight of not just God, but man. So seeking God's wisdom supports you to get the better decisions and make better decisions and better choices, be more discerning. So you find favor not just with God, but with your family, your friends, your competitors, your clients, your prospective clients, your email list. You have favor because you sought wisdom, okay? And then we go to verses 5 through 8, which I always joke that if you ask anyone who's between the ages of 20 and 50 and who grew up in a Christian home, they can recite Proverbs 3, 5 through 7, if whether they're tied up, bound up, whatever. If you ask a dog, it could burp Proverbs 3, 5 through 7. And a baby could burp this verse, okay? And you're going to see why. You've heard this before. Proverbs 5 through 8. Trust in the Lord with some of your heart. Trust in the Lord with some of your heart, with all of your heart. And lean not unto your own understanding. How many times have we sat here trying to figure out what to do and how to do it, trying to shift our mindset, trying to create profits, trying to create clients with the same stuckness that we have in our head, thinking we're going to create something new with old things that no longer work. The thing that got you to 6 figures won't get you to 7 figures. The thing that got you to 7 figures will not get you to 8 figures. Seek God's wisdom in all your ways, in some of your ways. And when it comes to your health, you can acknowledge Him. When it comes to school, you can acknowledge Him. It says all of your ways, which means in your business, you must acknowledge God in your business. Every business is spiritual because you have to acknowledge God in it. And you have to trust Him and lean on His own understanding, not yours, in your business. And that's why God needs to be in your business. If you have a spiritual business, if you have a business that soul is expressing itself through, if you have decided that your business is to heal, is to love, is to serve, is to help people get wealth, get health, get relationships, create whatever they want in the world, whatever their heart desires, because God desires it through them. If you have that kind of business, then you must, without exception, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding in your business. When was the last time something happened in your personal life, your business, and you went to God? Did you go to your husband first, your best friend, your coach, your therapist, or did you go to God? Do not lean on the coach, the therapist, your husband, your wife, your children, your mother. Trust, lean on God. Seek His wisdom. Let Him give you the understanding and discernment about who to go to. It doesn't matter if they call you cold, you don't feel stuff, oh my gosh, you don't talk to anybody about anything. That's what God is for. He will tell you who to talk to. Everything else is just extra and gossip, okay? So trust in the Lord with your business. Lean not onto your understanding. You don't know everything. You're perched on a rock in a galaxy. You're a tiny speck in God's universe. Trust God. You don't know it all. You don't know anything. You know 2% of what you don't know. Okay? In all your ways, acknowledge Him. So all your ways it means in your money, in your finances, in your health, in your relationships, when you're losing weight, when you're gaining weight, when you're having a baby, whatever it is, in all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your path. He will tell you who to go to, who to talk to, and when to do it. He will give you discernment, understanding, and the wisdom for that. Be not wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord, which is revere Him, honor Him. We talked about that in chapters 1 and 2. And depart from evil. And this shall be health to your navel and marrow to your bones. So you want to stay healthy, prosperous, well, abundant, fruitful, have a meaningful business? God, wisdom first. All, not some of the time I go to God, the other time I go to my husband because he's so amazing, I go to my mother because she's so brilliant. God, always God first. High ticket profit explosion only happens when God is first. It's a supernatural divine assignment. Okay? Verse 9 says, honor the Lord with thy substance and with the first fruits of all thy increase, so that thy barns may be filled with plenty and thy presses shall burst with new wine. As spiritual women coaches, Christian women coaches, we know this already. The more you give, the more you receive. It's also energy. Money has to flow. Talent and skills and resources have to flow. If not, they get stuck and there's a bottleneck. So whatever it is you're giving, whether it's money, your time, your energy, your expertise, your love, let it flow. The more you give, the more you receive. You have to create space for more of what God has for you to come in. So don't hold that thing in your hand. You want to hire a coach? Hire the coach. The clients will hire you. You want to move to your next level? You want to go to school to learn something new? Go to school. Doors will be opened for you. Let it flow. Give, give, give. Share. You can't take it with you, okay? It's part of your assignment. Whatever you have, whatever wealth, prosperity, riches, and money you have, remember, it's not yours. It's yours to enjoy and bless yourself and also use it as part of the assignment. You're here on assignment. So, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Whose understanding are you depending on? Who are you acknowledging to guide you? Your 8-figure coach on Instagram because they have $80 million in 10 years? Or is it God? God, I invite you, I really, really invite you to think at a supernatural level, to think at the highest level. There's nothing beyond supernatural. It's all God. So when you co-partner, when you partner with God in your coaching business, or if you're not coaching like your accounting business or your legal business, whatever you are, you're watching this video, know that you get his wisdom. There's no better wisdom than God's wisdom, and he can always direct you to the person who will give it to you. He'll always direct you to the type of clients that you should be working with, or you need to be working with, or you desire to work with. Okay, so let's continue. Now we'll go to Proverbs 3:11. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. For whom the Lord loves, he corrects, even as the father the son in whom he delights. So sometimes God will either bring you to your knees, or there might be something that looks like a setback. But it's God saying, don't take that step. And sometimes you think, oh, I failed. You know, was a fail? God is saying, no, rebrand failure. Do all of those things because I am here to direct you. All I'm saying is pause, come back. It's like a GPS. When you go the wrong way, it says, no, you gotta go back. You gotta go back. You got to always go back to God when you take a step outside of him. Okay? And he's always there. Now let's go to 13. 13 says, happy is the man who finds wisdom and the man that gets understanding, for the profit of it is better than silver, and the gain of wisdom is better than fine gold, because wisdom is more precious than rubies, and all the things that you can ever desire cannot compare to it. What do you desire the most in your life? When I ask clients this myself, I had to think about this. Oh my gosh, have I been desiring wisdom more than anything in my life? Sometimes on the days that I'm praying, when I'm doing my meditation, yeah. After that, I forget about wisdom and I'm back to desiring the things I want. So this invites us to take a step back in our coaching businesses or any business you have and say, what am I desiring the most? Because guess what? Solomon is reminding us that wisdom cannot even compare. Like that thing cannot even compare to God's wisdom for you. Imagine that. Is it a house? Is it a baby? Is it a husband? Is it $100K a month? Is it to heal the world from free of cancer? Like what is it that you're desiring? It can never compare to wisdom. So check yourself every day. Who am I trusting? Who am I talking to? Who am I acknowledging for my wisdom? And what am I desiring? Does wisdom trump all of that? Am I desiring wisdom first and then the other thing? Because when you get wisdom, you get everything else. Let's keep reading. Length of days is in her right hand, long life. And in her left hand are riches and honor. Yes, you will get rich. It is your responsibility to be rich, but you have to participate in getting your wisdom to obtain the riches. And remember, riches are not money. They're good health, long life, quality of life, peace, harmony, serenity, calm. That's what makes you rich. You can have all the money in the world and be depressed and miserable as all get up. Okay? So riches and honor. Her ways are waves of pleasantness. Imagine just having a pleasant countenance every single day because you have the wisdom of God. Oh my God, how attractive will you be to your potential clients? How much energy can emit from you when you allow God to see through you, be through you, hear through you, love through you, and serve through you every day? You're like a magnet for everything good in the world. Okay? And her paths are peace. 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 Jesus died to give us this peace in abundance. But guess what? When you seek wisdom, you get peace because then you're not asking, oh, How? What? I'm so confused. You have peace of mind about every single decision. You don't have to go on Facebook and say, should I charge 5,000 for this or 10,000? Am I mean because I'm charging high ticket? Should I be low ticket? No, you get peace of mind because you get all the wisdom. All the wisdom. There's more you get. There's more benefits. There's more frequent flyer miles, more points. There's more cash back. Let's keep going. She's a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her. So many people I know, especially spiritual people, love wearing the tree of life necklaces and earrings and bracelets. I'm like, do you know what that really means? God gives that to you in wisdom. Just wearing the necklace is kind of like wearing the cross when you don't believe in God. No. Seek Him first. And then you can wear the necklace as fashion or whatever. Seek God first. And happy is everyone that retains wisdom. So you see somebody happy and you think, you start hating on them, you start thinking, oh, they must be on drugs because life is too bad right now, there's a virus, why is she so happy? Because she has wisdom. That's why she's happy. And you're thinking, oh my God, I'm so lonely, I'm so this, I need money, I need a baby, I need a house, I need a man. And somebody's like, I'm complete, I'm good. And you're like, why is she so cold? She ain't cold, she has wisdom. She's happy, she's free, complete, and blessed. She doesn't need all the other stuff because she got God's wisdom. So she knows all is well. So let's go to verse 19. The Lord by wisdom has founded the earth, and by understanding He established the heavens. And His knowledge the depths are broken up, and the clouds drop down the dew. So why would you try to make decisions based on your tiny little mind that you have? When God, the God who created the universe, created the heavens and the earth, says, I'll give you wisdom to make that tiny little decision. What outfit should I wear today? God says, seek my wisdom. I'll tell you. You don't have to ask your husband, does this make me look fat? No. Just ask God. For every decision, in all things, trust in God. What you have to eat, what you want to drink, what you want to wear, trust in God. Yes, He wants to go that petty with you. Trust in Him. My son, let not these depart from your eyes. Keep sound wisdom and discretion, so that they're life to your soul, their life to you. This is what gives you life, length of days, pleasure, peace. And you shall walk safely, and your foot shall not stumble. And when you lie down, you should not be afraid when CNN says there's a recession, that's coronavirus, and you say, I have God's wisdom, I have discernment, I have understanding for what to do and how to take care of myself, so I will not be afraid. What would be possible in your life if you had no fear of anything, because you knew that God's wisdom was the true, real wisdom, and you have it. And you know what to do, when to do, how to do it, and with whom to do it. How amazing would life be? You shall lie down, and your sleep shall be sweet. How many women are walking around in their businesses, don't sleep at night, stressed out? What is wrong with you? Get your sweet sleep. Seek His wisdom. Put the medication down, okay? Except you really, really need it. And seek God's wisdom and sleep. God can give this to you if you just call Him, chase Him, run after Him and say, wisdom, I want you. You will not be afraid of any sudden fear, neither the desolation of the wicked when it comes, because it shall come. So when you think, oh, well, I have wisdom, I'm never going to get sick, I won't have cancer, I won't have this. No, wickedness will come, evil will come, but you shall have the wisdom. When the doctor says it's cancer and you have 4 months to live, and you have the wisdom to say, no, I know God, I know what He says, I'm going to talk to Him, and I know exactly what to do. No, I speak life over yourself. Speak life over yourself. Wisdom is what gives you the power, the courage, the confidence, and the love for yourself to speak life when somebody speaks death over you. You speak life. When you go to the doctor and they say, I have this. You know what my doctor said to me? You guys know, if you've read my about page, I was barely 13 when the doctor found the first 11 lumps. And since then, it's been surgery after surgery after surgery. And every time the doctor says, no, you have to do this, you don't want to die from breast cancer. And I say, hey, I am not. I don't even speak that around me. I stopped having surgeries about 20 years ago. I told the doctor surgeons, no. God has given me wisdom. I sought Him and He told me what to do, and I don't need you. I'm grateful for the journey we've had together. I'm grateful for all the surgeries and all the scars that I have. But God first. So when I get a symptom of anything or anything happens in my life, the first person I go to is God. And most times nobody ever knows, because God has already told me what to do. He's already talked to me. It's supernatural. And I believe Him. Because usually when He tells us what to do, we say, no, God, I don't want to do that. Give me something else. And then we sit on the meditation cushion waiting for God to give the stuff. He's already told you, but you don't want to do it because it actually takes you participating in it. So the Lord shall be your confidence and shall keep your feet from being taken. Let God be your confidence. You don't need to go to a 6-week course to get confidence. That's what God is for. Okay? You know, I know that I'm a little bit out there with the whole supernatural thing, but again, after all the health issues, after everything, after all the things the doctors told me, you can't have kids, you can't do whatever. And everybody said, Mimi, it doesn't work like that. You need to listen to the doctors. I said, no, they're not God. Don't ever believe that your doctors are God. You trust God and you do exactly what God tells you. And it's not going to be anything that anyone else is doing. And you're going to be ridiculed and people are going to call you crazy and reckless and all kinds of crap because you work by faith and you walk by faith and not by sight. But I guarantee you that there's testimony after testimony. It's not just a financial thing. Like God is God. Even if you don't get well, even if you die, whatever happens, God is God. So get over it and just trust. Okay? Withhold not good from your neighbors. If it's in your power in your hand to do it, be compassionate. Most of what God has given you is for your assignment. It's great to leave things for your next 7 generations, but remember, they're going to create their power too. They're going to create their income too. They're going to create their wealth too. Give them the space to use their gifts that God gave them and share what you have with the people that need it now before you die. Don't say go and come again, I'll give it to you tomorrow when you have it, because you never know if they're going to make it till tomorrow. Okay? Don't devise evil against your neighbor or your competitor. Don't try to bring them down. Don't be negative on social media, whatever it is you're doing. God don't like that. And don't be jealous of people who are oppressors or they're bullies or whatever. Just know that everybody's time comes. The curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked, but he blesses the house of the just. He gives grace to the lonely, and the wise shall inherit glory, but shame shall be the promotion of fools. I mean, basically, Proverbs 3 is like happy, safety, sweet sleep, not afraid of sudden fear. God is our confidence. It's riches, it's wealth, it's life, it's health, it's God's profit system for high-ticket profit explosion. It's everything. It's better than rubies. It's better than anything you can ever ask for, think of, or imagine. So I'm going to ask you this. What is the most valuable thing to you? What is the thing that you desire the most out of anything in life? What is it that you desire? Because wisdom is greater than that. So I want you to think about that in your business. Every single morning when you look at your business and you think of all the valuable things in your life, your diamonds, your red bottom heels, your house, your husband, your child, your whatever. Wisdom is more valuable than that. And seek that first and put a sign in the bathroom, on your bed, everywhere. Seek wisdom today. It's the most valuable investment you can make in your life. It gives you long life to enjoy all the things you're creating right now. It gives you time with your family. It gives you confidence. It gives you courage. It keeps you safe and well. It keeps you healthy. It is marrow to your bones. There's nothing you desire that compares to wisdom. So if you want a life that you enjoy living, the one that you desire the most, seek wisdom for it. You want to make impact, seek wisdom. You want to create a meaningful business that heals the world. Because money in the hands of a rich woman, money in the hands of a wealthy woman, money in the hands of a healthy and happy woman is a healing balm in the world. It's a healing balm in the world, okay? Money in the hands of a sick woman, money in the hands of an angry woman, money in the hands of a woman with no understanding and no wisdom is a weapon of mass destruction. So the secret to a life that you want and desire, the secret to a coaching business that you love that makes impact in the world, but not just that, it fulfills you, it satisfies you, it fills you up and lights you up. It's a path to life. It's wisdom that gives you that. I mean, imagine all these benefits. The most valuable KPI is how much wisdom did I seek today? Forget how many sales calls you made yesterday. God will give you the wisdom to know who to call and what to say to them. So forget the other KPIs. Wisdom is number one KPI in your coaching business from now on, okay? And speak words of life over your business and over your future. Speak words of life. Stop being afraid that the business is going to go down, that you're going to get cancer and die, that you're going to get this. If I believed everything the doctors and the other people had told me, I'd have been dead by 13. I'd have been dead. But guess what? I grew up with a mother and a father who told me to always trust in the Lord with all my heart. I memorized that when I was like 7. And my mom, I mean, there's things we don't get along on everything, but the one thing that I'm so grateful for her for is that she imprinted in my mind the value of wisdom, that there's no money any parent can leave for you. There's nothing anybody can do for you. Your father died when you were 11. He can't come back. But you have God's wisdom to know how to deal with that pain and that loss. You have God's wisdom to know how to deal with lack, how to deal with scarcity, how to replenish what you have, because God's wisdom gives you profit and riches. So let me know how, this was a long one, how this lands for you. Let me know how you're going to use wisdom to speak life over yourself, to chase after it, and how you're going to enjoy other benefits. There's no other benefit in life that you need to pay for or go get counseling for, anything for, when God's wisdom gives you all the things that will build these businesses to get the freedom, the money, the life, the joy, the pleasantness. Wisdom has all of that. So that's why the Bible says when you seek the Lord, when you put him first, everything else comes to you. By that, God means when you get my wisdom, everything else comes to you. That is the wisdom that built the heavens and the earth. I am not trying to convince you. I am just learning with you. It is just the most amazing thing to know that I can trust in the Lord with all my heart and not have to pick up the phone and call anybody except I choose to, because I want to share the testimony of what God has done in my life, and not to complain about the thing that I know God has already taken care of, because I sought his wisdom when it happened and before it even happened. Let me know how this lands for you, like what's coming through for you for your business. How are you going to look at client creation? How are you going to look at your KPIs? What is the most valuable thing in your life now? What is your dream for 2023, for all the next couple of years? What is the dream for your business? What is your new goal? What is the thing that's going to light you up the next, not just the next 31 days as we go through this journey, but how is this going to change who you are? How is this going to change who you're being in your identity, how you step into your assignment? How is this going to connect to the heartbeat of your community? And how is this going to affect the work that your midwife from your prosperous womb, that the gifts God has given you? And how are you going to share that and be the full expression of yourself in the world, because you have God's wisdom, the number one KPI for your business. It's been good having you. Thank you for being here. And please leave in the comments below your questions, your comments, or whatever you feel in a space to share with us. Thank you.